Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing quite well under these circumstances. Today I am going to be sharing my graduation speech that I was going to share during graduation, but in fact it might be cancelled. This video goes out to Mrs. Barb Stork, Mr. Pat Cannon, Mr. Greg Marchand, and to all the counselors at Bloomington High School South from the principals in Aducie and Ratliff, to Mr. True and Mr. Fletcher, and even to Mr. Doyle. This video also goes out to those at home right now, the students. It goes out to my entire SRT, Trent, Kirby, Anthony, Leal, and Kunzman. This also goes out to Mr. Barnhart and the teachers, and Catherine Rodemaker, Kathleen Mills, and Julianne Crespo. Today I'm going to be sharing my speech called Conquering Mistakes, and this was supposed to be for graduation. I will share it like it was. So let's get started. A mistake is defined as an action or judgment that is misguided or wrong. Usually the average human being makes about 118 mistakes a year. Times that by 30 years, and by the time you're 30, you will make about 3,540 different kinds of mistakes. You see, no one is perfect. The word perfect means having all the required or desirable elements, qualities, or characteristics as good as it is possible to be. It is unrealistic to strive for perfection. Making mistakes teaches a person lifelong techniques and compassion for others. In the end, it's not about the SAT score. It's not about the 50 clubs you were in. It's not about all the awards on your wall. But it's about how you can be a good, sufficient person and really make a substantial difference in this world, in your heart and in your community. An example is my grandmother, Marilyn Jane Lentz, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2015. She was U.S. History, Theater Arts, Debate Club, Scuba Diving Club, and the basketball team wrapped up in one school day. That school day took place every Saturday and Sunday, and it took 7 years for this class not to end. In the beginning, she hated mistakes. Anytime you got a B-, and then she'd flip. But after my grandfather passed away, she preached a different lesson to me than she did my mom. She made it okay to make mistakes, to not hold on to one's guilt, shame, or emotions, even when I transitioned from north to here. She eventually was no longer able to talk, but she would have said, "Braydyn, it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. I will always be proud of you." My lessons for over 3 years have been riddled with mistakes. Big ones, bad ones, and ugly ones. What I learned from counseling, help, and treatment was that in life's most outstanding moments, bipolar can tear you down. Schizophrenia can tear you down. Even a breakup, car wreck, health condition, they can all tear us down too. But just remember that life's greatest lessons are usually learned through pain and from the worst of mistakes. You have to pick yourself up out of the rabbit hole because after high school, mistakes will cost us friendships, relationships, and possibly jobs. But in the end, it's about how you can find that inner strength to recover from those mistakes and make your heart full of love that counts. Finally, I would like to say thank you to Mrs. Barb Stork and to her husband Joel, Mr. Pat Cannon, Mr. Greg Marchand, Mr. and Mrs. Clara and Aaron Parkers. To Rap Daddy and Dr. Milks, thank you for showing me how to find a voice through adversity and giving me a new meaning to what it truly means to be autistic and outspoken. To MC True, XO Tour Life Doyle, and to the notorious FLE, I say thank you too. To Mr. Tucker Barnhart, go Reds. To Coach Simpson, thank you, but I love the Pacers too. To Miss Julianne Crespo and Kathleen Mills, to the retired Dan Kennedy, and to Coach Mr. and Mrs. Williams, along with Coach Meg Montgomery, I say thank you, I stand by you. To the Voskuils and Anna, Clara, Peter, Derek, and Nancy, your family has meant the world to me. And even after I went to Tri-North, thank you for helping me regain my balance again. Love you, Clara, and love you, Anna. From the bottom of my heart, I am a Panther for life. Not a cougar, not a hedgehog, not a guinea pig. Not a yellow Dillon Panther, Coach Taylor, but a prideful purple and white South Panther. With clear eyes and a full heart, there is no way we can lose. Thank you, and now have the time of your lives.